Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles. On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to... The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games. But he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And it's 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a game that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. At 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll run it again with Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
For an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
at the 22-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's second and 10.
Brings up second down at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 22. And he is going to lose yardage here. Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackle by DeMarvion Overshown. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down, Cowboys.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 30.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 15 now. Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Well, that is caught. It's Aguilar for an Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm not no much a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now come the Cowboys.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cowboy 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Taken down by Nakobe Dean. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Dallas.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Prescott to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
To throw is Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters. A 1-point game at the half. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I think the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Hurts.
4.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Looking to throw. Prescott.
This one swung out to Williams.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Play action now. Prescott. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Carter. Now with his second sack here on opening night.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
14. First down, Dallas.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So it's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle with Barkley. Gets around him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with it. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And able to get this out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Cowboy first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Hurts to throw.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dropped for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Prescott off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The busy night continues for Williams.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he stopped immediately there.
Sidney Brown in on the tackle.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Second and 10. At the 31.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Smith catches left side. And he goes out right around the 39. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Cowboy first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Boyd, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Caught left side, Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
An injury stoppage here, and you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott, who is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Fair catch. Signaled for.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A handoff to Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2, 2:18 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Milton. And his throw is incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Milton now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Cowboys.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Dallas.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson
From 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by 5. 1:24 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Brown.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Eagles, first down.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete. Goddard.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He's back to throw.
Quick slant to Brown. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
Throwing is Hurts.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Eagles.
Hurts will throw.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. Here's 1st and 10. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Milton. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.